Hello, it's December and you start to make New Year's resolutions. If you're a smoker, you promise to quit smoking. Yeah, you will start a new fitness program. You will diet, maybe having vegetarian meals twice a week, and other promises. Be honest. What happens after the new year? You know exactly what happens. Nearly everybody makes New Year's resolutions. However, 97% of those resolutions are broken within the first 30 days. So then, what's the point, right? Everybody wants to be happier, healthier, and more productive. But they often don't know how to get there. If you spend all your time on the things that you like to do, then the things that you need to do will be left unattended. And that will create a very big hole in your life where every other thing can drop through and just disappear. Understand the difference and learn to distinguish between what is urgent and non-urgent, and what is important and not important. Consider the consequences. The most important word in determining the value of a particular task or activity is consequences. A task that is valuable, that's important, is a task that has serious consequences for completion or non-completion. The greater the possible consequences of a task or activity, the more important it is. A task for which there are few, if any, consequences is by definition not particularly important. Your aim in personal management, therefore, is to spend more time doing more of the tasks that have the greatest possible consequences on your life and work. If you know that you have to follow a specific path, if you have this definiteness of purpose, you will no longer let your growth be distracted by unimportant things. If you know what is essential for you, if you know your goals and where you are going, you will catch the right opportunities and ignore the things that waste your time. As a matter of fact, one of the most important topics for you to learn and apply is on time management. Allow me to explain about the theory of the 4 quadrants, a theory developed by Stephen Covey in 1989 in his book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
This theory is based on the difference between urgent and important. Two completely different concepts. Urgent in particular is what we are forced to do. Take a look at this diagram. The first quadrant is dedicated to urgent and important things which require immediate attention, such as urgent calls, project deadlines, life and safety matters, which represent the moments of crisis, moments of stress, feeling pressured. Items in this quadrant get done. The third quadrant of urgent but not important things include everything that, even though is urgent, because it has to be taken into consideration, makes us waste time unnecessarily. In it, we put interruptions, casual phone calls, emails, and the activities that are important for other people, but not for us. The main reason people spend the majority of their time in the third quadrant is the lack of clearly defined long-term goals. If all you have is a short-term focus, you will be consistently reacting to things which are urgent but not important, and you'll be constantly changing your mind of what you really want to have or what you really want to do, and so you will drift into this third quadrant. Let's move on to the fourth quadrant, which is matters that are non-urgent and non-important. And these are related to activities which lack a purpose in life. Dull activities such as casual net surfing, social media, personal phone calls and junk emails or meeting with people who only waste your time. They are clear time wasters and provide no meaningful value for time. You must take no interest at all in all of this. Simply neglect this. Leave them out. Get rid of them as soon as possible. Almost always, we spend a lot of time in the three urgent important, urgent non-important, and non-urgent non-important quadrants. And we spend very little time in the only one that truly deserves to be called important. The second quadrant, non-urgent important things. For sure, this is the most relevant one because it directly relates to the things you want most in life, which usually takes time and effort to achieve. These basically are our long-term goals, such as improving relationships, personal development, becoming financially literate, physical health, developing and empowering others, spiritual life, preparation and better planning. These are important but not urgent, so they do not put us in a state of pressure, stress, and crisis. We have all the time and desire to do it. However, because they are not urgent, this is one of the things that make us procrastinate even knowing that we need to do them. To find time to be able to work in quadrant 2 activities, you need to be proactive to reduce and when necessary say no less important tasks. Being effective is managing to get the important things done. Making your goals more quadrant 2 focused will help you manage your time more effectively.
This 4-quadrant scheme is still used dozens of years after it was invented in most time management courses. The essential thing here is to understand this concept. We were born to live the important things. Our definiteness of purpose, our values, and the direction we choose. Do not let anyone interfere in your life. This is your humble rag picker Satin Walia signing off.